Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you are here. Today we have to do a follow-up video because Dr. Shenita Foster has done another live and had some interesting comments to say on social media. So let's get into it. As you guys know, I did a video earlier because Dr. Shenita Foster did this live basically saying the people needed to forgive Martell and that people who had YouTube platforms shouldn't use it for bad and should use it for good and should extend grace and all these things, and that if it wasn't for Love and Marriage Huntsville, a lot of the YouTubers would have nothing else to talk about and nobody would tune into their platforms, and it was very spicy, right? And then she was even talking about some things in her personal life in which she chose to forgive because she's a Christian, right? And I even said in my video, I think some people might have missed it, I said, you know, yes, from a Christian perspective, yes, you are supposed to forgive everybody, regardless if it's a friend, foe, whomever, an op, an enemy, somebody toxic or whatever. But that doesn't mean at the same token that you can forget what they did or that they have to be immersed in your personal life. See, there's the difference, right? You can forgive people, but you don't have to forget and have them have all of the access that they want to you if they're truly troubled individuals. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, with that, it caused a lot of backlash. Apparently some people were in Dr. Shenita Foster's DMs. I don't know why. I don't know why people contact these people. For what? Why do you guys contact? I don't understand it. I don't. Listen, I understand that some of these celebrities, some of these reality stars have opinions, have actions, have behavior that annoy you, that get on your nerves. But it's one thing just giving your commentary, leaving a comment somewhere or whatever. It's a whole nother ballgame when you're taking it to the extent to DM them for what? What are we accomplishing? So she's pissed off, Dr. Shenita Foster is, because apparently people are sending her dissertations in her DMs, and she said that she was checking her DMs for the sole purpose of people who were interested in her Alive products and coaching and all the things, because apparently she has another coaching thing that starts up here in October. And she said in her Instagram story, she said, I'm on a blocking spree, the unfollow bottom, not the unfollow bottom. The unfollow button works just as well as the block button, so here we are clear. I am a Christian, a real one, when it's convenient. Uh-oh. I'm definitely not perfect. Anyone that is mad at prayer needs to go seek God and help. I said what I said. I pray for everyone, including my enemies. I have prayed for the man that raped me, the man that shot my grandfather in the head, and so much more. Don't tell me how to talk to my God. And then Dr. Shenita Foster did another live in which she is telling her kids, who I presume were calling her in the middle of this live, and whomever else, not to interrupt her because she had some things to say, even though she was clearly out of town or going to this LSU game where I believe one of her kids attends. So she's taking time away from the time with the kids, the bonding time with the kids, to get on this live to address the people. She decides to save this live and is saying that people are twisting her words around and people are manipulating scripture, and that if somebody has a problem with Dr. Shenita Foster saying to pray, that then they need to seek help, that they need to seek guidance and all of these things. And she wants to know the people who are uploading her lives and uploading her, you know, commentary and all of these things. And she said that she's not new to all of this and that she's only been, you know, since the past couple of months, since her resurgence on reality TV, she's not used to all of this attention and having to address everything, even though for some reason she's continuing to address everything and it's making matters worse. Listen, I think deep down, Dr. Shenita Foster, you mean well, right? But what we're not going to do, and what you shouldn't do as a Christian, is you should not judge people. Like, number one, should not be judging people.
should not be trying to dictate to any YouTuber, content creator, or whomever on how they should react to the latest motion that Martell has filed. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. There are going to be Martell cheerleaders because for whatever reason, no matter what Martell says or does, they think that they can be, one of the ones a part of the harem one day. So they're always going to cheer for Martell, right? And then there's people who are never going to be Team Martell that are going to drag him no matter what. And then there's going to be objective people that are still going to look at this as a red flag. Because it's not right. And you can't compare your situation, Dr. Shenita Foster. Not everybody is on your same timeline. Just because you forgave people that have done some horrible things to your family and people in your personal life, that doesn't mean everybody else is on the same timeline. And that doesn't mean everybody's way of forgiving means that everybody's going to be, like I said, right back into the fold and around them 24/7 and doing X, Y, and Z. That's not how this goes. But the other side of this too is that you're making it seem like the strong reaction is just because of people who are fans of the show, when a lot of the people are not even watching the show. The real show is the shenanigans that is happening on the daily basis on the internet and on the courtroom and at the jailhouse and all of these other things. That's what the people are reacting to, not what's on the show, because Martell and Mel aren't even filming together anymore. So we're beyond the show at this point, Dr. Shenita Foster. We're talking real life. And I find it funny because you're talking about the same things we're talking about. But yet, it's a problem if our opinions are not in alignment with yours. Somehow, anybody who's saying that they're a Christian or identifying as a Christian, now they're all of a sudden a fake Christian just because they're not using this opportunity to hold a prayer circle for Martell. But I thought the whole point of all of us as individuals, we're supposed to all have our own opinion. And here's the thing, you can pray for people. You can pray for your enemies. You can pray for whomever. But you can also wish them well from afar. See, that's the part that people seem to fail to realize, is that not everybody has the same boundaries. And if somebody repeatedly continues to make your life an HELL, if somebody repeatedly is trying to use you and use anybody close to you to try to gain some sort of access to you, to try to control you, to try to keep you under their umbrella so that you cannot do anything without them saying yes or no, that's a problem. This isn't the first time Martell has filed a motion. This is not the first time Martell has acted out of pocket. This isn't the first time that, out of nowhere, we have these accusations of Mel being with another man. This isn't the first time that the kids are being involved and pushed into this mess. This isn't the first time. So yes, keep praying for Martell. Keep praying for him. But in real life, in real time, as of right now, in 2024, and at the end of September of 2024, Martell's still a menace. Martell is still doing problematic things. Martell is, again, involving everybody to try to, again, like I think one of my comments said, Martell's not trying to get custody of the kids, he's trying to get custody of Mel. And I couldn't agree more. That's what this really is about. But see, people think that, people just don't like Martell, so this is just a drag fest. Or people, they're triggered, they're trauma bonding with Mel because they got cheated on too, or they have a man that acts like Martell as well, so therefore, they're extra spicy and blah, 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 or they're single and they're bitter and they're miserable. No. Let's stop trying to project or trying to, figure out who has what in their personal lives and who doesn't have whomever in their personal lives. It's called common sense. It's called critically thinking. It doesn't matter at this point who has had a similar situation or not as Martell. The problem is he has not shown change behavior. Where is the psych eval? Where is the mandated therapy sessions that was supposed to take place with Martell and Tank? Where are all of these things that Martell was supposed to complete to show that he is trying to make improvements and be a better father to the kids? But this latest motion is showing that is nothing about the kids. You're more upset about a security guard. Make it make sense. You don't care about the kids. You care about the security guard, and you want to know what the T is on the security guard ML. And you want to know all of these things. But Dr. Shenita Foster, you can't force people to do the things that you want them to do. But for the people who are just randomly DMing her and commenting about her kids' looks, that has nothing to do with the issue at hand, right? Nothing to do with the issue at hand. But ultimately, what are we achieving at this point? What is the end game here? What is the point of all of this, right? Because it's not fair to sit here and talk about, oh, I'm a Christian, or I'm a good Christian, and this and that, and then flat out judge people that are doing things that you want them to do it a certain way. There's no perfect Christian either. Everybody is a sinner. Everyone has made mistakes. Everybody has said or done something that they are not proud of. But this holier than thou nonsense has got to stop. And then quoting scripture, but then accusing other people of misquoting scripture or manipulating scripture is rich. Like I said, you can forgive people. You can pray for your enemies or whomever. But at the same token, actions are going to speak louder than words. And as of now, Martell's actions have not changed in the last 5 years. That we've seen him on television. That we've seen him post-divorce. So yes, keep praying as much as you want to, but that's not going to stop people from calling out the nonsense that is Martell. But what we're not going to do is present Martell as a victim when this could be a very, like I said at the thumbnail of my video, people are in danger. This is a dangerous situation. This is the climax of when something critical can potentially happen. Because the moment Martell feels like he actually has wind of an actual man in the picture, we don't know what he's capable of doing. So trying to use the court system to try to pull out whatever alleged mystery man Mel may have, to try to, get people, obsessed with them or attack their character or whatever, or try to force them on the show so Martell can have a confrontation with them or whatever his agenda is not the move. But people aren't looking at this from that perspective. The people that are pro-Martell genuinely believe that they think that, oh, he's really just trying to be a good father for the kids. No. Right? Because where is, the parts in the motion where Martell is demonstrating that he's a good father? If he's so concerned about all of these things, what is he doing for the kids when he has time with them other than interrogating them about their mom? But, the way that Dr. Shenita is so bothered by this, that she's literally taking time away from her bonding time with her kids to go to an LSU game. It's college Saturday. And this is what you're in your feelings about? No. And the thing is, this didn't even have anything to do with you. This isn't even on the show. The show's done filming. But again, you can't pick and choose and dictate how other people are going to run their platforms or what type of opinion they're going to have. There's no Christian or anybody that, identifies with a specific, denomination or whatever. You can't dictate how each individual is going to act, is going to present themselves, is going to serve. However, you can't do that. And especially on YouTube, where there's all sorts of opinions out there. There's all sorts of people that have all types of theories and things that they want out there. You can't tell them what they're going to do and not do. Well, make it make sense. I mean, it's crazy. It really is crazy. But nonetheless, I think all the concern is people are looking at this from the perspective of, you went so hard in the paint for Mel on Mel's behalf for less petty nonsense that involved Tisha and Destiny and others. You went hard in the paint for that, calling them ops and all of these things. You went harder in the paint for that. And it's a 180 on this Martell stuff, and it's weird. So that's why so many people are like, what's happening? We thought you were a close friend of Mel's. But it seems kind of contradictory, because it seems like you're trying to go hard for Martell, and it made no sense. It's one thing if you're saying you're praying for him or whatever, and that's that. But you wanted to take a step further and try to judge people based on whether or not they came from a two-parent household. You wanted to judge people and try to say that the kids needed to be in a healthy and safe environment. But if Martell is making claims that is presenting an image that may not be safe, all that should go out the window, because that goes against the two-parent household theory. But if one of the parents is literally potentially making an unsafe environment, an unsafe situation, that Mel has to have 24/7 security, that has to have security that has to stay the night, then that contradicts the whole two-parent household argument. That completely contradicts the capacity of Martell and the involvement of what is taking place as it pertains to Mel and the kids. And that is where people are concerned, because people have seen this movie before. And the more Martell keeps poking, he's going to keep poking and poking and poking until he gets the reaction that he wants or takes matters into his own hands. That is why people are concerned. People aren't born yesterday. Why do you think there's so many crime shows on television? It's not fake, it's real. People get jealous and people want revenge. And people get into their head that if I can't have you, nobody can. And this is the exact type of behavior that takes place with motions like these. And we've seen outbursts before from Martell of any type of alleged men in close proximity to Mel. This has nothing to do with the kids. Yeah, he threw in some fluff in there about the kids for great measure, but it was primarily about this alleged security guard. So what changed behavior have we seen from Martell that is showing that, for him, that he really is trying to do right by the kids, and that he has accepted the divorce and accepted the things between him and Mel are truly over from a romantic standpoint, and keeping it moving? And on what planet do people think that Mel and Tell are secretly still together and shenanigans like this are ensuing? No. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.